All right, let's go ahead and get started because there's this big cake over here, and you guys know what a sucker I am for cake. I want to welcome everyone here today and thank them for supporting this momentous initiative within the OSU system. Finish Orange began as an effort to increase the number of transfer agreements for OSU by creating opportunities for the students we serve to complete their degrees no matter where they started their higher education journey within the OSU family. OSU has created a doorway for them to earn a nationally recognized and nationally respected degree from OSU. There are several people here today without whom and without their cooperation and dedication to our students, this celebration wouldn't be possible. So I know I'm going to miss some, but let me just give it a try. On our campus, Kim Pearsall and Bill Pink. On the Tulsa campus, Raj Basu and President Barnett. And on the Stillwater campus, Pam Fry, Mary Joseph, and of course our fearless leader, President Hargis. Let us thank them now on behalf of our students. OSU-OKC, OSU in Tulsa, and of course the mothership, OSU in Stillwater, are unified in their efforts to provide students the best opportunities to earn a four-year degree from OSU. By linking our campuses together with multiple transfer agreements, many of which will include online and distance learning opportunities. The 4 agreements that you see behind me are just the beginning. Raj tells me that we'll see 4 to 6 next year, and so on and so on. So now, all students within the OSU system can earn their bachelor's degree from OSU. They can start and finish Orange. With that, let me introduce, did we lose him, Howard? No, let me introduce President, again our fearless leader, President Hargis.
I'm sorry, I was watching you on TV up here, and the lips weren't syncing. I mean, it was what I was hearing and what you were saying. Hello, everybody. Delighted to be here. Always fun to be at OSU-OKC, and to have our colleagues from OSU Tulsa here as well, which is great. You know, I think there, over the years, may have developed a practice where each of our branch campuses were kind of a separate institution, and they operated pretty much independently. And there was not, surprisingly, a lot of that's a fancy word, by the way, articulation of just an agreement that will accept your credit. I don't know why we didn't use something simpler, but in academics, the more syllables, the more impressive. Nothing like medicine, but close. In any event, I see, and I think all of our leadership, and I know our regents see this as one ecosystem, that there really aren't 5 separate campuses. They are all all tend to do something a little bit differently. We have different offerings, but we are one entity. And therefore, it's important that we behave that way. A lot of people come to college and think they know what they want to do. But as all of you realize, that changes. I went ahead and graduated in accounting, but, well, it just wasn't for me. But we all kind of, some start that way. Most people don't. They just know they want a college degree, and they get started, and they get into something, and off they go. And unfortunately, often they don't find that thing they really want, and they drop out. So the retention rates are not what we need them to be. What we want to do is have this one ecosystem so that you have access to the entire menu of OSU offerings. And they are very broad indeed. You may be able to get most of what you want right here at OSU-OKC. But there may be courses that are offered at OSU Tulsa or at Okmulgee or at the Stillwater campus that could really enhance what you want to do. So I ask our leaders Natalie, Howard, Bill Path at Okmulgee to work together on trying to take advantage of all these assets that we have at Oklahoma State University, and they have done just that. And they named it Finish Orange, which I think is great. It doesn't mean everybody needs a 4-year degree, but it means that everybody ought to have access to all the disciplines that might enable them to find their passion and their success. So this is kind of a maybe the different cells separated at one point, but we're all back together today. And that's where we're going to stay. So Natalie, congratulations. Howard, congratulations on all of your efforts in this regard. We're very excited about it. The Regents are very excited about it. And go Pokes.
All right, let me introduce someone who has become a great friend and someone that I've been able to work with. Occasionally, I'll call Burns and he's not available. I'll call Howard and he's right there. So Howard, please come up and offer some more.
Well, Natalie just dined me out to Burns, and I just don't have enough to do, is clearly what you just did. But I want to thank everybody for being here as well. I also want to start out by you were very gracious, President Shirley, in thanking me and Raj Basu for making this happen. But I also want to recognize Dr. Susan Johnson from our shop, who actually did the real work to make all this happen. I think Susan's here somewhere. She was coming, but wherever. Anyway, thank you, Susan, on behalf of OSU and OSU Tulsa in particular. This Finish Orange project is really great. It's going to be a very interesting thing for those of us at OSU Tulsa. As you may or may not know, OSU Tulsa basically it only starts courses in the third year, in the junior year, with 3,000 level courses. So we don't have any 1,000, 2,000 level courses. And so what this means, particularly with the very rich offering that OSU-OKC has in the online world, essentially offers us the ability to have a 4-year degree from OSU Tulsa. And it's all OSU. So we appreciate the efforts that have gone into making this happen. I know there were lots of issues that cropped up in trying to make this work that had to be overcome, and they have been overcome. So again, President Shirley and Dr. Pink and all that were involved here in Oklahoma City, I just want to say thank you on behalf of OSU Tulsa, and we'll make it work. Finish Orange. Thank you.
All right, so let me call Burns and Howard back up, and we're going to cut this ribbon. Is that what we do now, Bill? Oh, I'm sorry. Stand by. It's Bill's turn.
Let me just go on record to say I love my president. And if that's job security, I'm going to say it. Thank you guys for being here. I often tell the story of when I actually interviewed for this job 1.5 years ago. And one of my interviews that I had was with our students. And I will never forget the young lady that raised her hand and looked at me and said, "So what are you going to do to help me get a 4-year degree from Oklahoma State University?" And that was a question that still stands in my mind today because I wasn't sure how to answer her. I said, well, we're going to do all we can. What I quickly understood and realized is that would not happen if it would not be for our campuses working together as we have in putting together this Finish Orange initiative. The only way that happens is through collaboration and teamwork. And now being able to say back to our students, yeah, here's what we're doing. We're getting together transfer agreements that even more so dictate your opportunities to graduate with a 4-year degree from Oklahoma State University. That's the answer now. Finish Orange is the answer to that. For our students that are here today, it's only fitting that this event happen in this place while our students are here so that they know, as they're eating their hamburgers, that this is a possibility, and it's a great possibility that they can graduate with an OSU degree staying right here in Oklahoma City. So I thank people like Kim Pearsall, the Susans from Tulsa, Pam Fry, Mary Jo Self, all of those folks who were involved with that. Let me quickly just talk about very briefly the four transfer agreements that that just kick off this initiative. And you'll see these behind me. I'll just say them for emphasis sake. We have four of them. There's an associate in applied science degree in sign language interpretation on this campus that transfers to OSU Stillwater to their Bachelor of University Studies degree. We also have an American Sign Language Associate of Science degree on this campus. That transfers directly to Stillwater's Bachelor of Science degree in Career and Technology Education, Dr. Mary Jo Self's program there in Stillwater. What's nice about that is I was hearing Kim say just earlier today that as some students have already seen these signs, you already had a student say, man, that's what I want to do. I want to teach in the career tech system in sign language. So it's already making a huge impact. The enterprise, and I'm sure we have some of our sign language folks here today. They're happy to hear that. Our enterprise development associate degree with the business administration option will transfer to Stillwater's Bachelor of Aerospace Administration. Dr. Chad Deppersmith is here today, who directs that program. To have that program actually meeting on our campus, it's a monumental thing for our campus to have that aerospace program. Dr. Deppersmith, we're happy you're here. We're happy your program is here. And then finally, our Enterprise Development AS degree, that's a general studies option, will transfer to Tulsa, to OSU Tulsa's Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Raj and the Susans, we're grateful to you for what you've done with that. And as Raj outlined to President Shirley, these are only four of many to come because we have a commitment from our campus to Stillwater to Tulsa that this is going to be a priority, and we will make sure it happens. Thank you to our faculty, because without our faculty, we can't do any of this. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, and go Pokes.
Now, yeah, we're just one step away from cake. Oh, no, we've got to sign this. You want to sign this? Sure. You're going to frame this. You gotta hold it.
Okay. So do we can't do a countdown or?
Yeah, whatever you can.
We can do it in sign language.
3, 2, 1.